Today is Friday, June 30th, and we are going to Disneyland. It is nearly 7:30 p.m. But since Hector's passed, we've blacked out this weekend, and this weekend is his birthday. We're gonna go today for a few hours. I've been at home all day today, and I only cleaned like literally half the house. It was such a disaster after the wedding. There's still so many things in boxes. I don't think we're gonna open them because there's really no place to put them. So since we have an hour drive to Disneyland, I'm gonna do my bridal advice. So my first piece of advice is planning a wedding is very overwhelming, and you may be afraid to ask people for help or for them to input or anything like that, but don't be afraid to help. I kind of waited till the last minute to ask my bridesmaids because I wanted to have a dessert table. So I was gonna handle everything by myself, and then I ended up just sending everybody a text, like if they can donate whatever they're good at, if they can make cookies, make a cake, cupcakes, whatever it is, just if they can help out to set up that table. And everybody was more than willing to help out, and that relieves so much stress. So don't be afraid to ask for help. My second piece of advice, again, this is not in any particular order, it's just things that I've came across. Try on your dress, and not just try it on, sit down in it, dance in it, bend over in it, twist side to side. Make sure that thing is fitted to a T, because you can have some mishaps. Like my dress, when I bent over, it literally busted down the seam in the back of my dress. Luckily not too many people noticed. I don't think anybody really noticed, but you don't want your dress falling apart on the wedding day. The second thing to go along with trying on your dress is, if you're having a bustle added to your dress, button those buttons when you're at your fitting, because I didn't do that. And when they went to go button those buttons for my bustle, for the train of my dress, they were falling apart. So I had no bustle. I was very frustrated, which I still have to call the shop. But when you're spending almost $300 on alterations, you want to make sure your wedding dress is fitted and it's not falling apart. Like, it's complete BS that my dress was falling apart. I've worn tighter pants to work, and they've never busted a button, but that wedding dress was not held together, and it was very frustrating and very stressful to deal with that the whole night. So when you go for your fitting, try it on, twist around, jump up and down, sit down, bend over, everything that you're going to be doing the day of the wedding, because you don't want to be restricted. And I felt very restricted in my dress. Third tip is take medicine with you. Headache medicine, stomach medicine, whatever, migraine, I don't care. Just take everything with you, because the day of my wedding, I wasn't feeling well and I didn't have anything with me to make me feel better. So I couldn't even enjoy the food or anything because I was feeling so sick. So take all of your over-the-counter medicines, whatever you need, so you don't have a stomach ache, a headache, or whatever the case is. Take it all with you. Number 4 is take safety pins, bobby pins, rubber bands, all those little things, take them with you. Like I said, my bustle on my dress wasn't working, so we literally had to ask the wedding coordinator if she had any safety pins, and she found me 2. It was not quite enough to hold up my dress. And although I had made myself a list and I told myself to bring the safety pins, I still forgot them, so don't forget them. Number 5 is write a list and check it twice and 3 times and 4 times. If you want something at your wedding, if you have these ideas, write everything down, because the day of, you're gonna forget. And then you're gonna be like me and forget to let people know that you have a hashtag on Instagram. Or like my mom, who set up all the food, forgot all of the salsas at the house, and didn't put out her salsa bar that she had for our wedding. Just little things that you want to incorporate. Write everything down so you don't forget, because you will forget. Number 6, if things go wrong, don't focus on that, because things can and will go wrong. Our wedding got off to an hour delay start because my brothers were not there yet. I didn't know that they were in a little accident. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust here because the sun is right under my face. And I was freaking out. I had anxiety. I was stressing out about the dress. Like, all those little negative factors, don't let them get to you. Be grateful for the day and don't focus on the negativity. Another piece of advice is sit down and eat the food. Eat your cake, eat your food. Just take them a few minutes to enjoy it. Even though we had the opportunity to sit down and eat, like I said, I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't really want to eat too much, and I kind of felt bad because even the cake went to waste. We literally just had a little taste and then we left it out all night. So we didn't really get to eat that, but I think, babe, you ate, right? I think Hector ate. I just didn't eat. So sit down and take a few minutes and enjoy your food. Piece of advice is take storage containers with you if you intend to bring anything home, food-wise. So they say, like, you're supposed to save your cake for a year and eat it at your year anniversary. We didn't do that. Our cake got left out all night. So we're not going to be able to do that because we threw it away. I was like, I'm not going to be eating no June bug cake. There's bugs flying everywhere. So yes, take storage containers so you can safely store your food or your cake or whatever you're planning to take. Another piece of advice is designate a toilet or a restroom specifically for you, especially if you're gonna have like a big wedding dress. It's really hard to navigate to even use the toilet. You don't want to be sharing the restroom with all of your other guests, so designate at least one stall just for the bride and maybe her bridesmaids, because no, I almost had to use another restroom and Hector went in there and cleaned it up beforehand, and it was just disgusting because our restroom got locked out. Somebody locked both ends of the door, which was unfortunate, but they did end up fixing it. But yeah, keep a stall just for you. You don't want your wedding dress getting all kinds of dirty and disgusting because some people don't know how to use a toilet. So also make sure if you're having like an outdoor wedding or any type of wedding that you have exactly what you need on site, like ice, for instance, because we had an outdoors wedding and we estimated the ice that we were going to need, or the wedding coordinator did, so they bought that much ice and we still ran out, and it's like a 30-minute drive back into the city, so it was kind of inconvenient because Hector's parents had to leave and they were gone for a good while because we ran out of ice. So be sure that you have lots of ice and lots of water for your guests, especially in an outdoor wedding. Be sure that you have a timeline of how you want the night to flow, because without a timeline, it kind of just feels like the night is going by and nothing's getting accomplished. Because his parents had to leave, like, I felt like we were so behind in our night because we couldn't start anything until they got back. So that's why it's important that you do have everything that you need and then keep that timeline. So our night basically started after the dinner. We had toasts, and then we did the father-daughter dance, the mother-son dance, and then we did our dance, and then from there we did a dollar dance, and then we did the bouquet toss and the garter toss, and it kind of just like kept the night flowing from there. It's really good to have a plan because the night goes by fast as it is, so you want to make sure that you have enough time to get everything in. Usually after the ceremony is when the bride and the groom, along with their groomsmen and bridesmaids, they go get their pictures taken. Wherever that location is, be sure that you have beverages there for the bridesmaids and the groomsmen, because they are going to be hungry, they're going to be thirsty, so be sure that you have snacks up there for them. That's one thing that we failed to do, and so our groomsmen tried to go run down and go get some, and the wedding coordinator stopped them and brought some up. But just have it prepared, have it ready, because you don't want everybody to be irritable and grouchy, because that tends to happen if you're hungry or thirsty. So yeah, have beverages ready. Depending on where you have your wedding at, some wedding venues don't let you bring in outside food and it's just their food. But if you are allowed to bring in outside food, just have plenty of it. I don't think anybody left our wedding hungry. My mom took care of the catering, and then we had a dessert table on top of that. And even at the end of the night, my parents made tacos. They brought, you know, food for the end of the night as well, so nobody would leave hungry. So if you are able to bring food in, be sure that you have plenty of it, because that's like the worst thing if your guests are hungry or thirsty. And then my final piece of advice is just have fun. Whether things go wrong or if they don't go wrong or whatever the case is, just enjoy your day. Everybody's there to celebrate you and your groom or your bride or whoever. They're just I can't even speak. They're there to celebrate both of you. So just enjoy your time together, because the night will flash by in an instant and then it's all over and done with. So enjoy every moment. Also, one more thing, if you're on the fence about getting a photographer or a videographer, get them, because like I said, the night is gonna go by really quick. And yes, your friends and family can take photos and videos, but there's nothing like having them professionally done. Like, I am enjoying rewatching over and over again our wedding video, and I don't regret getting a videographer. We still haven't seen the pictures, but I know that they're going to be amazing because his cousin is really good at photography. But yes, if you're on the fence about it, do it. You won't regret it. So that is just a couple of pieces of advice for those brides-to-be. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!